Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Izzuddin Syamil Manjamil. My ID number is BMH 2107029 and I from DHI 5C. So I want to present to you about halal assurance system. So how we go to the how to identify the halal control point. Before we go through, uh, what is halal control point mean? Uh, Halal control point mean is identified point that within the processing or production that can bring to the unacceptable situation. So uh, what we're going is first make a list of potential contaminant. Second, process step. Third, HCP risk plan management summary. Fourth, assess the risk likelihood and severity. And lastly, outcomes that I have learned after completing HAS manual. So for the potential contaminant, we need to evaluate the halal traits. But how much the halal traits that we have? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 halal traits, which is people, material, machine and equipment, and also environment. So this is the process flow for making the surrounding. So as we can see, there is 2 HCP in the processing, which is receiving and cooking. So we go to the halal risk management summary. So for the management summary, there we have HCP1, which is happen at the receiving of raw material process. So because the HCP happen at this process, so how to monitor it? We need to monitor all raw material, especially for especially halal asset. Halal asset need to monitor all the raw material. How he do it? So he observe visually because this observation visually is more works in ensure the quality of raw material is halal. So how halal exact monitor? So halal exact monitor every time when supplier came at the loading bay. So uh, after the halal exact monitor the receiving of raw material process area. So he need to do the corrective action, such as set a trap at a loading bay to prevent the pests that can cause contamination. Second, do inspection for every raw material every time supply come. So we go to the HCP2. HCP2 that happen at the cooking process. So how halal asset monitor the cooking area process? What he need to monitor is the haram things at the cooking process. So how he monitor it? He monitor it use the observation visually way. So how halal I mean when the halal exit need to monitor. The halal exit need to monitor the cooking process every produce. So after the halal exit identify the HCP at the cooking process area really happen, he need to do the corrective action, such as if there is cross contamination during cooking, the product will be rejected and replaced with the new product. So we go to the assess the risk, likelihood and severity. So what is likelihood? Likelihood have three category, which is likely, moderate and unlikely. What means likely? Likely mean common or repeated occurrences has happened several times. Moderate is the possibility of halal status is might occur sometimes. It's known to occur but and happened before. And unlikely is the possibility of the status halal status that could occur in exceptional circumstance. So this practically impossible. So we go to the severity. Severity have three category, which is critical, moderate, and insignificant. So for the critical means the potential contamination that affect the halal status and could not be salvaged. So second, for the moderate means the potential contamination affect the halal status too, but it still could be salvaged. For the for the insignificant, this not affect the halal status. So for the conclusion is what outcome that I have learned after done the HAS manual. So what I can learn is I can learn about the manual HAS and use it in the future, especially in apply for the job at the industrial, because they need some graduate or halal azak that used to develop their factory and their manufacture to become bigger and stronger. So this is good to me, and I can easy to get work at the future. So for the second that I can say is I can more understand about the specific guideline and requirement in the HAS manual. So that's all from me. Thank you.